All right, we're recording. Hey guys, so just wanted to welcome you all to our Zoom training meeting. We're just going to go over some things we've probably gone over before, but we're hoping to see some new faces on here so we can, kind of go over it for the first time for some people. And
Okay, so I think it's a perfect opportunity to kind of talk about why we're doing this again. I always like to revisit my why because it's just constantly changing. One week it might be something, and the next week it's something else. So let me just give you a little backstory real quick. I joined Plexus for the health benefits at first in November, and immediately saw improvements with my health. And Josh started stealing my Slim, and so we got him started with Plexus. And then we basically immediately saw the compensation plan and knew that we had to go all in with this business. And from then on, we promoted in December to silver, January to gold, and February to senior gold. And so we have been a senior gold ambassador since February and working towards ruby. And in the meantime, with us doing this and finding, benefits with Plexus and getting to know more people, we have grown a passion for helping people see the benefits of the products and of the business. I know that our why quickly changed from health to, we want to live debt-free. We want to stop living paycheck to paycheck. We want to be able to go on family vacations. We want to eventually be able to build or buy a house without having stress, stresses of all that. And we want to be able to be home with our baby girl. So that is our why. And we completely 100% have our blinders on, focused on Emerald. And I'm going to go into a little bit more of that here in a little bit, but that's just kind of where we're at right now.
And, everybody's why, it may be the same as somebody else on the team. Because, who doesn't want to be debt-free and not live paycheck to paycheck and, be able to travel or go do what you want whenever you want? That's really, the ultimate goal in life. And, if you haven't said a why yet, you really need to sit down and think about it, because that's going to be your driving force as to your dedication to actually working this business.
And write it down. I would suggest, write down your why and put it on the fridge, or leave it in a journal that you look at, or write it on your bathroom mirror so that you're constantly reminded about why it is that you're doing what you're doing.
Or you could start a dream board and put, your goals for, long-term goals on it and center all that around your why.
Right. That's a good point, because your why and your goals are completely different. Your why is why you're doing this. What is it for? Is it to gain financial freedom? Is it to be able to go and purchase, you and your husband tickets each month to go to your favorite show? Is it to be able to put your boy in baseball? Whatever it is, that is what is driving you to do what you're doing. And your goals are how you're going to basically accomplish your why. So we talked about our why, and then we're going to go kind of into goals. Does anybody just want to briefly share their why real quick with everybody? You can just go ahead and unmute yourself if you want to share. Go ahead, Heather.
Go ahead, Heather. Here, I can unmute you. Oh, there you go.
Can you press pause on the TV?
Can you hang on a minute, baby?
So basically my why is almost about the same as y'all's. Basically I started Plexus to get healthy. I had a lot of pain all the time. Wanted to lose a little bit of pounds if that was, going to be a part of it. And it was just basically to get healthy all over, because I'm in nursing school. And also just to make a little bit of money while I'm trying to get through school, because I had to quit my full-time job. And eventually I think my why will change. I want to practice nursing, so I don't know if I'll ever quit working, but just to have the extra money will be nice, as I'm working, and I can, eventually, hopefully, meet a lot of nurses and doctors in the hospital and get them started, and just be an inspiration to my patients.
I love how your why has changed a little bit since, you first started. And just seeing the passion that you have for, the financial parts would be great, but, going along with your nursing, you want to do it to help people.
Right.
That if you really, really focus on that is going to drive you more than anything.
Yeah.
And I think that's amazing. Thank you for sharing.
Does anybody else want to share their why for doing what they do?
Oops.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you for sharing, Heather. So a little bit kind of going past your why is to set goals. I know we set goals every month, and sometimes we break it down to the weeks, but I think there's been something that we've been missing. I was reading one of the books I'm reading, or one of the chats I was on with Tara and David and them, about goals and how you set goals, but what happens after you set the goal? Are you checking up on yourself? Are you checking in, did I meet this goal? What do I need to do to get to that goal? Am I on the pages looking at resources and looking at the files tab to help me reach that goal? And basically giving yourself a timeline. I want to go gold, but when do you want to go gold? Is it by the end of the month? Is it in 2 months? Is it in 6 months? Are you wanting to add 3 people this week so that you can reach that goal of gold? Your goals need to be really specific and have a timeline on them. And don't feel like when that timeline ends that you failed, because you can always reset that timeline. But I feel like your timeline is so important, because if you don't have a timeline, then your goal is just a dream.
Right, but make sure that when you're setting those goals, you keep them realistic. Okay, so like one thing Tara will do on for the leads will be, okay, so give me your must-have goal, and then give me a crazy goal. So like, say a couple months ago, ours was, actually in February, our must-have was senior gold, and our crazy goal was to get to 300 points. That was our goal. We hit senior gold, but we didn't get 300 points. And then, of course, we've set goals for the past 2 months now to get to Ruby, and it's not happening because we're having some people fall off. I mean, we're steadily signing people. We're adding people, at least 10 people every month, but we're having those people that are falling off for whatever reasons. So that's one reason tonight we're going to talk about retention. And that's a huge, huge thing, because if you can't retain your team, all you're going to be doing is kind of like treading water, just barely keeping your head above water. And that's not something that you want. But I challenge y'all to do that. Set a must-have goal for whether it's the week or the month, and then, go a little bit further than that and go for a crazy goal and see, how close you can get to it.
Yeah. Kind of going into that real quick, I wanted to kind of talk about retention. I have been, like, you guys know that I teach. I work 7 o'clock in the morning. I get to school. I don't leave till after 4. So I work a 10+ hour day, as just about anybody. But I'm reading some of these leadership books and some of these network marketing books to kind of help me as a leader, to help you guys get where you want to go and where we want to go. And in some of the books that I've been reading about, and some of the training that Tara and David, some of their videos, huge push with retention, keeping those people that you've signed. And there is some major tips and how to do that, and things that we have to do if we want this to actually work and for the long run. You guys we all have to realize that when we personally sign somebody, when you sponsor somebody as your level 1, you have them join your team, you are responsible for them.
Yeah, just because you sign them doesn't mean your job's done.
Yeah, you're responsible. It's your responsibility now to keep following up with them weekly. How are they doing? How are these products working? Because I can't tell you how many times that other teammates on the sidelines have shared my ambassador dropped off. Well, why'd she drop off? Well, she didn't know how to take products, or she wasn't drinking her water, or she, a lot of them are, she started her products, you know, too many pills at one time. And so she was having, you know, bathroom issues, and she didn't like that. So she just stopped. It wasn't for her. It wasn't working. All of these issues, guys, can be addressed before your person quits. Plexus can help everyone as long as they're doing it correctly.
Yeah, consistency is key.
So that was just like a light bulb moment, like, oh my God, like we're having these people drop off. And so I've been trying to reflect, like, why is this happening? And sometimes it's cost, but sometimes it's something simple that could have been fixed way long before they started to even think about not continuing.
And one thing that I'm going to do after this call is I'm going to repost the documents that you're supposed to be sending to your ambassadors when you sign them up. It's the expectations on and how to take Plexus. That's a major one.
Huge.
Because if they don't know how to take it, then that's, you know, a huge problem right there. And then the other one is the 7-step new ambassador training guide, and then the first 30 days. So I'll repost all those, and please, guys, tag your teams, because if they don't have these documents, they need them.
Tag them, and it's really nice to send it personally to them, just as a thank you. Going off track real quick, every person I personally sponsor, I always, can you hand me some of those note cards in there? I always, towards the end of the month, I'll gather all the people that I've sponsored and the cards, and I'll actually send them, I'll actually send them a handwritten card with a little sweet little, you know, hope or belief, and I'll thank them for joining my team. Because I truly, genuinely feel like Plexus can help them, and I want them to feel like they're valued and they're honored, and that I appreciate them trusting me. That's just like a little small token to say thank you, and I know it just means the world to some people to have that, and it means a lot to me to be able to do it. Back on track with retention real quick. Kind of going along with how it's your responsibility as you are signing people, you're their sponsor. So following up is crucial, like we just said, every week at least. And that's part of building relationships. Just sometimes it doesn't have to be about Plexus. Just, hey, how's it going? I know, like, your car broke down. Did you get it fixed, or did you need any help? This is relationship marketing, so you need to show that you genuinely care about them. And then another big thing that I've been learning about in the Sarah Robbins, how, rock your network marketing business is, I don't mean to sound this as harsh, guys, but I'm just going to give it to you straight. I got some notes down here about some of the videos I've been watching as well, where like Sarah Marble, who's a Diamond Ambassador, Tamara Holloway, Sonia Dudley, Tara Castaneda, who's our upline, they just shoot it straight. And if you're wanting to Plexus to really produce some income for you, whatever your why is, you have got to work your business like a business if you want to get paid like a business. Okay? They also talk, if you want to get paid, if you want to work your business like a hobby, then you're going to get paid like a hobby. So that's why Josh and I have just strapped down. We have been focused, because I find that I so believe this, and it makes complete sense to me, that we're doing short-term sacrifices for long-term freedom. Okay, we're sacrificing some things right now. Some at home watching TV doesn't happen. Some of the times on the weekend, spending time together, we're in our own little areas, online doing our reaching out. Out to eat weekly. Sometimes that doesn't happen because our blinders are on and we are focused on working our business so we get paid like it's a business. And I know Tara talks a lot about own it. You're the CEO of your own company. That's you. Own it. Be plugged in 100%. Don't be that person that is only 75%. you're here 75%. Those people that you signed don't really see you, don't really see you interacting, don't really see you posting welcome to our team, or, you know, congratulations on your promotion. Those things on our team page, guys, builds our culture. And I want you guys to see that whenever you start doing that for your own team, is that team page is your team morale, is your team culture. And we all have to work together to fill each other's buckets up and make sure that we're all feeling valued. So major thing, hobby versus business. Treat it like how you want it. If you want to get paid like a business, you got to work it like a business. Sarah Robinson here also says that to block out 10 to 15 hours a week to work your business if you're super serious about it. That's maybe 2 hours each day, and that doesn't mean you're at home from 6 to 8 not with your kids. That means 20 minutes at lunch, 15 minutes while you're carpooling, or 20 minutes while you're in the bathroom taking a bath. What, baby?
And, you know, touching up on the follow-up, you know, following up isn't just something we should be doing for potentials. We should be following up with our entire team.
Okay.
Following up with them and, you know, making sure that they're following up with their people.
Yes. Because we have to teach that, guys. We have to duplicate. People don't just automatically know how to follow up. Okay. You're thirsty? And along with that, it just means being plugged in. When we have online events or Zoom meetings or sip and sees, obviously we're not expecting, or other teams don't expect their teams to be present at every single one. But if you're really serious about the business and you really want to succeed, then you're going to make time for it. I see that Kathleen's at work right now and she has her phone in her pocket, or on her desk. So we really appreciate the dedication.
Okay, that's not
really okay. And then
you know, it's also about building relationships. You know, I can't tell you how many more personal friends that I have now compared to before we started Plexus. I mean, I regularly talk to at least 50% of our team, and I consider them friends, not just somebody that's on, you know, my team.
Right.
Just building those relationships, and those relationships are what is going to propel your business forward.
Okay, she's okay. So just own it. Own your business. Own your team. Whether you have 2 or 3 people on it or 20 people on it, own it. Okay, baby, you said hi. Own it. Be proud of what you're doing. Be confident and be excited about what you do. Kinley. So, okay, Kinley, thank you.
Go watch
real quick, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what we have done in May and that we're working on in June. We have started making an agenda event calendar. Basically, I've kind of like mapped out Zoom trainings, online events, sip and sees, contests.
We're going to be starting in something new called Super Saturday that I'm going to be doing. So a lot of exciting stuff coming up.
And this actually came from one of Tara's videos that she did, where she was talking about having your blinders on, going exactly for what you want, and nobody's in your way, because guys, nobody's paying my bills except for me and him occasionally. No, I'm kidding. So nobody's going to be doing it. The lady at Walmart, the cashier that's checking me out, she's not paying my bills. Nobody else. So we are having to take control of our lives to get what we want.
Finally.
So our June calendar is already quickly filling up. We are out of state for a little bit for a convention, which we're super excited about, to be able to bring back some learning to you guys.
Oh, I cannot wait. They have so much training that's going to be available to us, and we're out there for the whole convention. We're out there for 5 days. And we're going to be in the convention doing nothing but Plexus for probably 5 to 6 hours a day. So I am so excited about the stuff that we're going to be able to bring back and share with the team to make us all stronger.
Yeah. And another thing that I'm going to be starting on Mondays is called a Mindset Monday video. I'll post a video about having a positive or growth mindset. We do this at school, and this is super important, especially for this business as well, as to keep positive and to keep a growth mindset. So a little training tip there on Mondays, and he'll be doing the Super Saturday stuff. We also have some power hours scheduled. We have some Zooms scheduled, and we're going to start doing specific Zoom calls. Zooms for new ambassadors, Zooms for people who are struggling with specific topics, so that some of you that are constantly coming to Zooms, you're not having to kind of have repeat of stuff that you already know. So we want to get specific to the Zooms and the trainings that you need, so that you're progressing. So we're going to need some feedback from you guys once that starts happening. We'll start posting comments of what you need, so that we can kind of organize those Zoom calls.
And also, I'm going to start doing a Thursday tip. Basically, it's going to be just doing tips over the numbers side of the business to kind of help out with that. And I'm also going to start doing some more YouTube videos over stuff that we typically have to cover in every single Zoom, because there's always somebody new on there. And so instead of having to do that, we can tag them in those videos, and so they can go watch them on their own. And then, once you do that, ask them if they watched them, follow up with them, and see, hey, did you have a second to check out, Josh's video? It doesn't have to be the video that I did, okay? Tara has tons of videos out there. It could be a video, tag them in one of her videos or another ambassador's video, something that speaks to you, and tag them in it, and then follow up with them and, ask them questions about it to make sure that they did go watch it, so that way they can take ownership.
Yes, we definitely want to encourage the people that we have joined to look at those file tabs in Blooming Jewels and Slim Jims. There is so much information, and to look at videos that Tara does, or any of the diamond videos, guys, those training videos are incredible. And 5 minutes a day to do one video a day will have such an impact on your success.
Even if you can't actually watch the video, sure, Heather, I know you're busy with school, and so is Lynn. But when you drive home, I know, Heather, you have the wireless in your car. Flip on a video and just listen to it.
Yeah,
that's something that, if you have the internet access, you can do that and just listen to the video. That's something that you can easily get a takeaway from. Or anybody else, like me, I drive in between stores all day long. So, I can watch a video in between stores or something like that.
Yes, absolutely. Just a reminder, those of you,
No, ma'am.
Kathleen, Krista, Heather, Lynn, Amanda, we are going to start the Silver and 7 challenge tomorrow morning. I'll post the first video. I had to join a separate group, so that looks good. And I'm trying to schedule one for next month as well, just in case new people join and they want to try it. Do you have anything else? Anybody have any questions? You can unmute yourself. We'll be happy to answer questions.
If you are someone that, can you put her over there? If you are somebody that's new to our Zoom calls and you don't feel comfortable asking questions, please message us after, and we can do a one-on-one with you. We can even do a one-on-one Zoom, if we need to. Because there's 3 people on here that I don't see names, so I don't know who they are. But please, if you have any questions, please ask. We're excited about a Zoom call we have coming up for Slim Jim leaders on Thursday, where it's literally, they're wanting blunt, anything that any comments, questions, or concerns that we have, we call it out then, because they're looking at it and they're saying, if you're not growing your business because of something, call somebody out on it. Ask the hard questions.
Yeah, and I also wanted just to bring up, I know Tara spoke briefly when we met her in January about how her initial sponsor was not in it, and she eventually dropped off. So she bumped up to her sponsor now, or her upline now. So I just want to get that out there to you guys. Is Josh and I are here. We're 100% plugged in. We have busy lives, like 2 or 3 jobs a piece, but we're in it. So if you guys need anything, please let us know.
And
not everybody has that sponsor that is there at the drop of a hat for them. So please take advantage of what we're here to help you with.
If for some reason somebody on our team feels like we're not there for them, or we're not there when they need them, please message us, one-on-one, and let's talk about it, because we don't need that type of relationship. We want to be here and provide anything that we can for y'all. Lynn, did you want to say something?
It's pretty.
Sorry, I pushed the wrong button.
Oh, no, it's fine.
I pressed the button that I was going to talk.
Does anybody have any questions about the business, how to talk to people, about the products, how we get paid,
Here.
anything like that? Let's see.
No questions at all? Well, we have some time left, and I think that's all we had. So, I mean, let's just talk, and, if y'all have any questions, we can go over them. If y'all want to talk about something, even if it's not a question, if you just want advice on something, I mean, we have this time available, so. No?